my God, you already told all the story. Yes, I remember like a couple of weeks ago when I was in Holland talking with some friends, and then I got a call from Nancy. She told me, Sammy, how do you do that? I say, that's a good question. So how is it possible? Someone told me 3 days ago you were in Bangkok, 2 days ago in London, and yesterday in Miami. And then it was a difficult question, because how can you explain how you are in different places? So I thought I would love to share with you my life story, which I never did in front of an audience. Going back to the origin, which is where my parents met, it's in Congo, Africa. So I would say I am a proud African. I'm made there. My dad is from Tunisia, and my mom from Belgium. Unfortunately, after 2-3 years, they divorced, and then everyone went back to his country, which is Belgium and Tunisia. And it made me commute from early age, 3 years, 2 months Belgium, 2 months Tunisia, 2 months Belgium, 2 months Tunisia. That means at an early stage, you learn not to have this proper place where you want to always go back to. That was happening, and then my entrepreneurial skills, I was told when I was 6 years old. My dad told me that they found me in the school selling my self-made toys to other school children. I say, wow, okay. And my uncle told my dad he will be an entrepreneur for sure. And every hobby I had became a business. Back at the day, stamps, I don't know if you remember the stamps. I was buying them in Belgium, kilo-wise, putting in different themes and selling them in Tunisia to the school children. And the money I made, I bought cookies from Tunisia, selling them to my Belgian family. So this was the first international business when I was 10 years old. Okay, 13, now is the real deal is coming. It's another hobby, which is electronics. When I turned 13, it was all about electronics, hi-fi, music, and I was very fascinated by that. So I built my own amplifier, I built my own speakers, I built my own mixers, and I thought, which brand shall I give this product? For sure, I built them myself. It should be a Gharieni. So this was my first Gharieni product. I put my name on the product, which I never recommend to buy because there was no standards at all. But anyway, I made my money. And, but the problem is, how are you going to sell them? No social media, by the way, back at the day. When I say back at the day, about 50 years ago. No social media. So what is the best way to do? Is to use them. So I became a DJ, and I used this DJ way of doing music in order to sell my music. It was not my intention to be DJ, just I thought, why not? And I bought the vinyls in Belgium. I bought the newest trend from John Travolta, and I sold them there. I was known to be always having the newest music and the newest instruments. And then when I turned 17, so I got scholarship from to go and study engineering in Germany, which I did. And I focused really 6 years on my studies. So no more business, nothing anymore. After I finished my studies, I worked twice in my life, only twice, 2 times 1.5 years. The first year was 1.5 years with the assistant of the professor at the university, doing my PhD, which I didn't finish because I would get bored. And the second one was working for a Japanese company. So I went to Japan. And in both cases, I felt like it's a disaster. You cannot wake up at 6, starting to work at 7, and go back at 4. Around noon, I was already bored. I felt I'm not a person to put in a box. I need freedom. And the worst, having a boss that claims your ideas is his idea. I said, Sammy, no way. And like everything in life, it happens by accident. I met some people from Clearwater Beach, Florida. And I was excited about the machines, aesthetics, etc. I said, and I was an engineer, so I said, why not working together? And I created my company, 1991, which is 33 years ago, until now. So I was dreaming of having my brand when I was young, 13 years old. I loved having the global company, which I never did at the time. And now I feel like I started a new a new way, a new episode of my life. And after 33 years, without going into details, you can see it all on my website and social media, being in spa, aesthetics, medical and wellness technologies. I would say I am here proud that I have manufacturing companies in Germany, Netherlands, Tunisia, and branches in USA, Middle East, Europe, and other countries, which allowed me to travel more. Where is the next slide? Sorry. No, there is something wrong with this here. Oh yeah, there. Okay, this was the DNA, by the way. I forgot to move this here because Nancy told me no slides, please. Okay, so after I started traveling, so I have to move the next one. I'm going backwards. Sorry, DNA preps you, but experience shapes you. This was the result of 33 years. This picture were from last year or 6 months ago, so you can tell a little everywhere. And this is exactly what I dream of, being in different places. This is the work mode I love, not the office. So when the digital nomad came, I was already 8 years digital nomad. I didn't know that. That's true. And this is exactly the way you want to be creative. And this is only possible because there is one passion I have. It's innovation. Innovation is the driving force in everything I'm doing. And innovation is only possible if you go out of your comfort zone. You talk to people. You travel. You meet other cultures. You look to other industries. Don't stay in your industry. Look fashion. Look into different places. I hope it will not explode. So this allows you also to be. For me, was the best way to express my happiness and to breathe and to be in different places, because this is exactly what I needed. It's like a fusion between work and pleasure. People, what do they want? They work all the year long. In the US for 2 weeks holidays, in Europe for 6 weeks holidays, and they're still not happy, sorry. But when you build your business in a way that you are always in holidays, so it's always pleasure what you do. Do you work? No, I don't work. Do you go on do holiday? I say, no, I don't do holiday. Do you have home? No, I don't have home. How is it possible? It is possible, because you travel, you meet people, and the moment you meet people, you are there. I learned to be there with someone. There is no place I'm missing. I don't have to run back to a place to do what? To watch TV? That's not creativity. Creativity is outside. So this is innovation of Loop. It's, for me, the driving force. It includes people, places, pulse, and pivot. I was always thinking about what's next, what's in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. It happened to me many times to launch a product, and after 5 years I have to take it back. And 10 years later I realized, oh, that's now. Like vibroacoustic. 15 years ago, I had a product, no one was looking at it. I say, okay, why? It makes no sense. So now it's the right time. So it's this continuous trying. When you are an entrepreneur, and there are a lot of entrepreneurs here, if you don't try, you will not fail. If you don't fail, you will not learn. So it's part of the process. And having saying that, I mean, this is, the innovation is still, now that I turned 60 years, last month, not today. It will be, when I saw 50, I say, oh my God, it's almost my age. And you just see that this is, it cannot be forever, but it feels like it is forever. So what's the plan B? The never-ending horizon. I'm happy to say that my 2 sons joined my company. Manu is 31. He must be here around, traveling with me there. He joined without asking him, I want to join the company. Okay, please do. And Elias, he's 25, and he's in Paris at another show. I want to join the company. I don't want to finish my studies. I say, okay, but you will not be the boss. You start from scratch. At 5 a.m., he went to manufacturing, etc. And these 2 days, I have to say, I have a new, I think for me, like a new name, John Michael Kohler. I hope I will be the John Michael Kohler from the Kohler company. 150 years later, they say there was a Sammy Gharieni from Gharieni company. And there will be edition 175 Global Wellness Summit. And they will talk about this guy that was dreaming of having generation 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's 60 years in 10 minutes.